Now this poke has grown wild. I never known it to grow in Chicago, but we must have carried the seeds from Kentucky. But this is something that you can, it grows wild. So this is something that you can feed your family with. Down home, what they usually do is they will cook this and then scramble it with some eggs. And I've done it, and I've put I've done it with eggs, and I've done it with a little onion. Now sometimes when these leaves get a little bit bigger like that, it's a little tougher, but it's still good. You can still cook it. So I wish I had somebody to hold this for me so you could see me picking everything, because I can't. And I got me a bag. I got me a bag down there, and I'm just putting the poke in the bag. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just picking the leaves off, and I'm putting them in the bag. So, but give me a minute to pick all this, because I don't have anybody to hold the camera for me. Molly wants to help me pick poke, but she can't. It's too dangerous in the alley. You can't come and help me pick poke. I know you want to. I know. But just for your safety, you got to stay in the yard, okay? And it's real hard to pick poke. And you just pick the leaf, kind of just like that. And I don't know if you can see these little berries right there. That's going to make more poke, so you always kind of want to leave those. And you just pick them off. Just pull it off and just pick it. I don't know if you can see this. I'm not used to working this camera. But you just pick it. Just pick it off. Just like you would if you were picking lettuce or anything else in the garden. You just pick. But I'm going to pick a little bit more, because it is hard to hold this iPad and pick this stuff too. So give me a minute, and then I'll show you step 2. Okay, everybody. I think I got this set up. I think I got it set up right. I hope you can see. But anyway, I got my poke in the bag here. I had to get wet because it's really hot out. I got my poke in the bag here, and I got a pan here of salt water, because it gets rid of any kind of bugs or anything. I'm just going to hang in here, and all you do is you take your leaf. Now, old-timey people would cook the stems, but I don't. So when they're real tiny like this, you don't have to strip it. You can just put it in there just like it is. But now for the bigger leaves, and this is poison before you cook it, so keep it away from your animals. What you do is there's like this vein here, okay, and you want to strip the leaves like that off that vein. Just kind of want to rip it down like that, get it off there. And I hope this is taken. So you just rip it off so that all that's left is the stem. And then you put your leaves in there. And I got another bag for the other stuff. Okay, and that's really all there is to it. Like I said, I don't really know if this is taken or not. I try to set it up the best that I could. You know what, I think I'm just going to hang this up here, like that. Just so the dog doesn't get it. And it's not going to stay. It's not going to stay. It's too windy to stay. Well, I guess I'll just stick it right here next to the water. But anyway, so that's all you do. You just take it. And they say that's like a little, I didn't mean to pick that, but that'll make poke. And you just, when it's little like that, I just take the little tiny end off, like that, and put the whole leaf in there. When they're real tiny like that, because the stem is tender. But when it's bigger, kind of like this, then I'll take it and I'll strip it. I'll strip it down like that. And I hope I'm getting this. It's my first time using the iPad. And because I got tired of the phone, and of course you can watch any of my videos, You know how sick I am with a GoPro. So, I got my mom's iPad. So, and that's really all there is to it. And I hope everybody's safe where they're at. And I almost have a way down home. My family wants me to give up Paws to the people that are fostering him because he's too big to come to this house, and I don't really want to because he saved my life. And you know, anytime you have to, it's like giving up your kid. You know, you don't want to do that. But I don't know if I'm going to have a choice because I don't have a house up here, only down home, and I can't stay there all the time because I have doctors and different things, so I can't stay there full time. So I'm like stuck between a rock and a hard place. And they are treating him very, very well. He's like a king in the castle there. And Molly, like I said, she's doing better with her surgery. I took her for a walk today, and she's barking and she wants to play. So I gave her medicine, so she's on the mend. She's on the mend. And see, then you'll just have like that tough thing left in you. Yeah, that's what you don't want. Now, like I said, the old timers might have did that, especially something when it's this big. It's almost overripe, but this stuff, and it does grow. It's very invasive. It grows like a weed. I mean, it'll spread. And you do have to boil it 3 times. So you get it, you boil it, rinse it off, boil it again. You do that 3 times, and then once you're done, you can either just saute it. Sometimes I'll just saute it with a little butter. You can put the eggs in if you want, onion. I mean, you can, anything really that you want to put in there. And this is something that will feed your family. It's nutritious. It's just, as a matter of fact, I think it has more vitamins than spinach. And see how you get like the little strings, almost like celery. So that's what you don't want to cook because it's just going to be, it'll be tough. And but you could feed your family, especially if you added the eggs and stuff in it. So it's very nutritious. And I know this bag seems like a lot because I kind of got like a bag full here. I don't know if that's really not a lot because once you cook it down, it's, like spinach, like anything else. It looks like you have a lot, but once you cook it down, it's not really going to be a whole lot. So I'm going to continue, and like I said, I put this in salt water to get any little bugs or any little things that are on it because of course being outside. So you make sure you rinse it in the salt water really good, let it set in there, and I'm just going to sit here and strip this, and I don't know where Molly went. Well, she's leaning over here behind me. But I don't know, it rained real hard yesterday. It looks like it might rain again today. So if it don't rain in a little while bit here, I'm going to go ahead and water the garden. But I know you probably don't want to sit here and see me do all this. So any comments? I thank people for all their comments. If you have a comment, I'm going to try to show you. Oh, there's a bug right under that rock. I'm going to show you. I'm trying not to put my finger on the camera. I'm going to show you the water I got here. That's the poke in the salt water. Okay, so you just put it in there and just stir it around until you get your whole bag done. Here's my bag. That's my whole bag of poke in there. But like I said, it is going to render down. It's not going to be. It looks like a whole lot. So it's just me and my mom and brother don't like it. But if you had like a bigger family, you probably would, depending on if they like it, you probably would need 3 or 4 bags of that because, like I said, it will cook down. And there's Molly sitting over there. She's doing much better. She likes it outside. I got her harness on her. So she's doing good. But I know you don't want to sit here and watch me peel all that. So give me a minute, and then when I'm ready to boil it, and I'm at the last step, I'll come right back with you. Comment, like, subscribe, and I'll be back with you in a little bit. Well, it's a quiet Friday, and it's Molly's first walk after surgery. Her's recovering nicely. Oh, Molly, tell everybody you're recovering nicely. Yeah, she wants to play, and she's on her way to the full recovery. She's doing really good. Molly, say hi to everybody. Tell them how good you're doing. Molly, yeah, tell them how good you're doing. a good girl. Come on, leave that cat alone. Come on. Real quiet after what happened the other day, so it's supposed to be really, really hot today, so I wanted to take her early because I still want her to rest. I don't want her to overdo it, so. Pretty quiet day out. Okay, everybody, while we're waiting for the poke, I figured I'd take you out here in the garden, see how everything's doing, and water a little bit because I don't think it's going to rain. But these are the cantaloupes. That's cantaloupes, and they're doing very well. That's the basil that I had put in there. They're doing good. My lemon thyme and all the little cabbage. So they're all doing good. Give them a little with the water. And as you can see, I got everything in pots. And now the poke, even though you're in the city, does not mean, there's my beans, I think something might have left them. See if I can show you behind there. They're coming up pretty good. It's a 6-week bean. They're coming up good, but I see that there's a little bit of a few holes in there, like maybe something's got them. But you can see, we don't have a lot of room. But I just got some radish and some of this radish, if you see my little on Instagram and Facebook, made my mom a salad with the lettuce from here and the radish, and then she had bought some spinach, and so everything's growing good. You don't have to have a lot of space to grow food for your family. And Molly, Nosy Rosie, is next door to the neighbors in the yard over there trying to see what she can see. The cabbage is looking good. We got a few bug holes. The tomatoes are doing good. The watermelon seems to be doing good in there. I'm hoping it's going to do real good. I probably need more dirt, but it's got plenty of room, I think, to spread. Now you can see the potatoes. The potatoes are really doing good, so we're going to can those. Of course, I don't know. We like potatoes, so. But now remember, people, that there probably is a food shortage coming. Okay, trucks not being able to get through. Just different things. So it's always good just to be ready. You see that I picked her some kale too, so she could have that in her salad. You see the kale's doing good. Onions are real high. They're doing real good. Okay. I got all the cabbages out of there away from the tomatoes. Broccoli looks like it's doing good. Oh, I got my finger over the camera. I'm sorry. I'm trying to hold this. Peppers are doing good. Of course, peppers love the heat. But everything's doing good. I'm sorry I got a little water on the marigolds, companion planting. And these carrots, they're really taking off. Look at that. I'm going to have to thin them out, though. But yeah, everything's doing good. Just waiting for the poke. I got it on low because we might have to go somewhere to the bank or something. So I just put it on low. But everything so far is doing good. And it's hard to hold this thing with one hand. But it's better than the computer. It's better than my camera, and it's better than the GoPro. So that's what I'm doing. Just give it a good water. Like I said, you don't rely on the weather. Don't rely on the weather to water your plants, because sometimes it just doesn't happen. Those marigolds I still have to plant, and we gotta fix it up a little bit. Cabbage. The sun will be switching around pretty soon to get those cantaloupes. Got that one up on a bucket, and my neighbor gave me some buckets, so everything is looking really, really good. Really good. So this is just a little bit I'm showing you before the poke is done. Now, like I said, you have to be committed because it does take quite a while. You know, by the time the water boils, and you have to do that 2 and 3 times. Look at how good the squashes, the zucchinis are doing. They're doing. I had to pick some weeds up, but they're doing good. Cucumbers. Oh, what's over there? My dill. It's coming up. I haven't gotten to the blackberries yet, and this is hurting my hand trying to hold. Oh Jesus, I'm getting a cramp. Trying to hold this There's some cucumbers over there. We're going to let them run up the wall there. I still have to move those bricks. But yeah, everything's looking good. I've got the flowers in here. You can see them, I put them in this like watering can because I was running out of spots to put stuff. But I'm just going to give them a good water. Give everything a good water. And I'm sorry if you can't hear me, I got the stupid air conditioners going. But yeah, look, everything's looking good. Molly hasn't come back yet, so she must have either found something to eat over there, or dirt, or rocks, or who knows. So everything's looking good. So that's what it's all about, trying to grow and trying to opt out a little bit if you can, even if you're in the city. Try to be self-sustainable. So, all right, I'll catch you in a little bit. Camera wet. Hang on, people. Okay, everybody. I've picked the poke. I have rinsed it. I'm ready for the first boil. I did put salt in there. So now you're going to cook this down. Once it starts boiling, cook it down for, once it starts boiling, maybe about 20-30 minutes. Then you're going to take it off. And then you're going to rinse it again. And you're going to boil it again. And do the same process. And then when I get to the step that I'm going to cook it, because I'm not sure if I just want it plain or if I want to put an egg in there, I'm not sure. So, but that's, now that pot looks full, but it is going to really go down. So, once that happens, I'll let you guys know. Okay, everybody, I have boiled my poke 3 times. And it did take me a while because I was doing other things. And I've drained it, I've rinsed it, and now I've got in my pan here some butter. I put a little pepper, a little salt, and I'm just going to fry it really good, just like you would. Well, I guess you don't fry spinach, but if it was a fresh spinach, you would. You know, you'd wilt it down. And you can see from what I had, that big bag in that pot, it didn't make it shrink, so it didn't make as much as you think it's going to make. And now if you wanted to, you can put an egg in here. I have put onion before. You can make it hot and spicy if you want to put a jalapeno or a little red pepper. You can do all that. And so I'm going to turn the heat up just a little bit and fry it. I don't know if I want to put an egg in it. I don't really feel like an egg. Not too much for eggs. And I just let all the water kind of get out of it. Make sure I got the heat up. And I'm just going to let that fry. And it's good as a side. And like I said, if you have a family and you want to stretch it, you know, go ahead and put your eggs in there and it'll stretch a meal. You can have it for breakfast, lunch, dinner. It's good and nutritious, a lot of vitamins. I was even thinking if I had a potato, you could put maybe a little bit of a potato in there if you wanted to, you know, and dice it up and kind of put it in there. So, you know, you can kind of do anything you kind of want to do. So I'm going to let that water kind of drain out of it. And we'll get it kind of good and crispy. Now, there has been people, and I might do this, that will sprinkle a little cornmeal in there, a little flour, kind of get a little, give it a little bit more texture. So once it fries a little bit, I might just put just a little, you could even put like a little breadcrumb, just a little, but you don't have to. You can just actually just do it like this, just like if it was spinach for your side. And I do have corn, it's frozen. I might throw that in there, I don't know. But that's what's going to be for dinner. So don't be afraid to, and I'm using my cast iron, to try to use sustainable things for your family. And this is going to be good. Just let it fry a little, I don't know, maybe 15 or so minutes, let it fry up a little bit, and then decide what you want to put in it. And I don't know, I might put a little breadcrumb, maybe a little red pepper, and then it's going to be all done. And then you've got a meal to feed your family that grew from the earth. I didn't have to plant the seed. It was already, I don't know, the wind must have blew the seed here, but you can feed your family even if you're in the city. And like and subscribe. And that's it. That's what I'm gonna have for dinner. So I hope everybody enjoyed this video. Try it. If you like spinach, you probably will like this. So go ahead and try it. The main thing that takes kind of a while is just boiling it and, getting the stuff off of it. You do not want to eat this raw. You do want to make sure you boil it and rinse it, and then just fry it up. And it's a good, nutritious, healthy meal. And everybody, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you soon.